Hey folks, this week we're going to be taking a look at something a little bit different. This is Select Convertors Robat. So sit back and enjoy, and as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video.
Hey guys, M here from Transformers and Video Games, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a figure from the Select Convertors line. For anyone not familiar with converters, much like the more popular GoBots and Transformers, they were a line of toys from the 80s that transformed into robots. In this case, the rival factions were the Defenders along with their allies the Avarians, and the Maladroids along with their allies the Insectors. As the name suggests, the Defenders were the good guys and the Maladroids were the bad guys. The Converters never had a cartoon or comic book to help launch the toys, which is unfortunate because there are some really cool designs here that seem to have been forgotten by collectors due to the passage of time. Well, hopefully we can change that today. Released in 1984, Robat belongs to the Avarians and is a robotic bat, much like Mindwipe from the Transformers line. Let's start off by taking a look at the figure in alt mode. Robat has some gold paint applications on his face, including on his forehead, eyes, and teeth, and at least on my specimen, the paint job on the teeth is pretty sloppy. He's got some really nice mechanical-looking sticker applications on his chest, and on the inside of the wings, where you can see some very cool-looking circuitry details. The bat legs have sticker details on the front. As you can see, the ones on this specimen are in great condition. Robat also has really nice chromed bat feet, a chrome codpiece, and I didn't mention it earlier, but the upper section of the wings are chromed out as well. The combination of black plastic and chrome parts really give the figure a touch of class. Now we'll take a look at the back side of the figure. Here you can see that the back of the upper wing sections are chromed out just like on the front of the figure. There are a few stickers here that come into play in robot mode, and if you look carefully you can see that it has heel spurs to allow the figure to stand better in bat mode. He's a little bit back heavy, so without them he would easily topple backwards. Now let's get into articulation. The bat head will move up and down a little bit. The wings have 2 points of articulation, 3 if you unpeg them from the back of the figure, but that would obviously be cheating a little bit. His feet can move just under 90 degrees, and his upper legs can move around 45 degrees. Overall, I think that Robat has a terrific bat mode for a vintage figure. My only complaint is that he's made entirely of plastic, so there's next to no weight to the toy. Even the plastic feels less robust compared to its G1 Transformers and GoBots counterparts. Now that we have that out of the way, let's convert this figure into its robot mode. Start off by pulling the legs down from the back of the figure. Straighten them out. Do the same thing on the other side. And then flip the feet around to the front. Fold the bat feet down to form his knees. Unpeg the wings from the back of the figure and just move them out of the way for now. Flip the chest section down. Rotate the arms out from inside the chest cavity. And fold them into position. Rotate the bat head down into the chest cavity, and then close the chest. Fold the wings in on his back. This is how I like to display it. And that's it for the transformation. Not much to it. Now we'll take a quick look at the figure in robot mode. You can see that the stickers really add some much needed detail to the front of the figure. The robot head is a shiny silver chrome, and he has a very sinister looking red visor. If I didn't know any better, I would have thought that Robat was one of the evil Maladroids, even though he's actually one of the good guys. Taking a look at the back of the figure, You can see the date stamp. It says Select 1984, made in Japan. The backside of the figure is very clean in robot mode, if you don't count the wing kibble, which I still think adds something to the overall look of the figure. Now we'll get into the articulation in robot mode. The head is in a fixed position, although I can get mine to wiggle a little bit. The arms will rotate a full 360 degrees, and the elbow can bend around 45 degrees. He has about a 90-degree knee bend and some upper leg articulation. And for what it's worth, he has a little bit of foot articulation as well. Aside from the fact that his arms seem a touch too short, Robat has a very cool and very well-proportioned robot mode. The figure does come with one accessory. Here he is with his chrome sword. Unfortunately, mine has a little bit of chrome wear on the tip, but I think that can be expected after over 30 years. You could see that child safety was top of mind even back in the 80s. They actually rounded out the tip of the sword so that no one would accidentally poke their eye out, which I think was very thoughtful of them. The sword will fit in either hand, and I do think that it makes a great accessory for the figure in robot mode. Alright guys, here we are with the figure back in alt mode, and I think I'm going to leave it at that for today. In conclusion, would I recommend picking up a Select Convertors Robat and adding it to your collection? I think it's a great little figure that looks good in both modes, and I had a really good time playing around with it while recording this review. If you're a fan of 80s Transformers and GoBots and want to try something a little bit different, then I'd say go ahead and pick this figure up if you can find it for the right price. I really don't think you'd be disappointed. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Take care.